Comment down below if you like this colour blue. But anyway, this is my first Karen that I ever met, and I've had an issue with. It's early, so don't mind my voice and my energy, but need to get to the film. This is what happened Thursday with the Karen, my little day off day of my week in the life. And of course, it was the day where everything happened. Okay, let's roll the intro.
Pain goes by when you just don't think about, when you just don't think about it, no. Pain goes by when you just don't think about, when you just don't think about it, no.
Welcome back to another video. Today we have nothing crazy going on apart from, like I said in the kind of first intro that I do. I'm talking about the Karen. I actually have an entire screen right here of all of the events that have happened and what I'm going to talk about and stuff. Yeah, you got the right, as you guys can see that probably you got the YT vid Karen tings. Oh boy, this is gonna be. It won't be as exciting. I got no filming of it because I was in the moment, didn't really think about getting my camera out, just trying to get it back, which you know what I mean by it in a minute. But yeah, I guess let's get right into it. Thursday, 27th of May 2021. So after school we were walking to one of my mates' house and we had a football. It wasn't my one, but it was one that I actually got. I don't know why she had it, but it was from school. And I was with Ruby and Abby, and we were waiting for my mate Tom, who lived right around the corner from this Karen's house. We were kicking it down the street, which we probably shouldn't have done, but now that we come to think of it, but we did it. It was like a really weird. So we were at the top, and the road just did this, going all the way down. So it was very steep and corner. And we were just kicking a football back and forth. And Ruby, having the aim that she does, no offense, had kicked it into one of the neighbours' gardens. And what it did is it hit the top. It flew right up and hit the top of her bin in the garden, in the Karen's garden. So what that did, I don't know if you guys have ever kicked a football on the top of a bin, because this is definitely my first time. It sounded like we broke something, which, come to think of it, we didn't. Otherwise, we got screamed at for that because she didn't mention it at all. But what happened is that it went up and it went smack bang on the lid of the bin, so it made a massive crash sound. We, being absolutely scared, absolutely ran into Tom's house. And we were there for an hour-ish. And then we came back and knocked on our door. Alright guys, literally about 12 hours later, was playing out with, you got Lexi, it's her Instagram, you got Ruby, and you got Abby. So, I've been trying to remember loads of names, actually been ridiculous how much I've forgotten it. Yeah, anyway, back to the story. I don't know why I lights turned off. I think my dad's messing around with me. Sorry if you guys it gets kind of dark. My parents will be messing around with me. Yeah. So after we came out of Tom's house, we went to go knock on her door to try and get the ball back. Here's the weird thing: when we went up to her front door, Abby was about to go knock. So imagine, I don't know what this is, but just ignore it. So about to go knock, and then the door already opens like that. So she knew we were coming, and she randomly opened the door before we even got to knock. Yeah, that was really strange. And then she started coming out, and then she asked, "Was it you guys?" I was like, "No, but it was one of my mates." And then Ruby came around because Ruby's the one who kicked it and said, "Yeah, hello, it was me, and I'm sorry, we just need it back. It was an accident." Then she started having a go, even though we said sorry loads of times. We apologized a lot, but she just wasn't having it. So I think this lady has apparently had problems in the past with Lexi and to other teenagers around our area, mainly because she reacts to stuff that happens and calls reports to the police and stuff. So yeah, like for example, I think chicken nuggets were thrown in a garden or something like that. Yeah, I know. But yeah, so that was what happened then. Right, we'll move into the next bit. So we asked where the football was after maybe 5 minutes worth of arguing and stuff. and she had told us her husband had thrown the ball over the fence around. So she lives in like a very weird corner where like she's got her house, and then behind it there's like about 3 houses, just like in a row, and then there's her house as one. Rich bitch. So we knocked on their door, and we could actually see into the next garden after that. The ball wasn't there. So we thought she was absolutely bluffing, and she still had it. So then we kind of started getting a bit rude to her, but like it was like she was lying to us. So yeah. So whilst me and Abby were looking in the garden, Ruby and Tom's the person who lives around the area, they were climbing on her wall. She has like a wall, and then she has a fence on that, but you can see over the fence if you climb on the wall. So we were looking for it. Or like Ruby was looking like climbing on her fence, on her wall, which she shouldn't have. To be honest, she shouldn't have been doing. But still, she had something of ours that she could have literally just given back, and that'd be that. We said sorry, nothing was broken. But yeah, it's the kind of thing of, it's so annoying where if say a 6-year-old, I mean fair play if a 6-year-old kicked the ball this high, but if a 6-year-old kicked the ball into a fence and the parent went to go knock on a door and said, oh sorry, my little 6-year-old kicked it over, and they'd be like, okay, yeah, here you go. But just because we're teenagers, she thinks that we're always irresponsible. I mean, some people will say like, well, you are, but and we're always having fun and not caring about other people's property and stuff. But she'll always, like, if you're a teenager, you'll scream at us and things. But yeah, I think she might have thought we were the people that messed around with her before. But anyway, but yeah, this is where it gets really weird. So this is where it got strange. Like I said, literally said in the last clip. She started asking for our addresses and our names. So she said that, okay, give me like. So I said, like, please can you just give us the ball? And she says, okay, you give me your address and your name, and I'll go, and I'll give you the ball. Which also automatically indicated to us that she said that she didn't have the ball, and her husband threw it over. Which we've actually come to find out that she didn't have a husband. That she doesn't have a husband. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, she was going around in circles, basically. Her stories weren't adding up. But yeah, she asked for our address. Of course, we said no. Name. Of course, we said no. She started saying, "I know that you go to the school that we go." So she knew the school that we went to because we had our logos all over us because we were in our PE kits. It was, and then Ruby, being Ruby, went like, "Oh yeah, well done, you figured that one out," showing her like logo and crap. But yeah, I've got like an entire document right here of what's going on. It's literally going on forever. But anyway, but yeah, so that bit got really weird. So this is just constant arguing about it all the time. She said that she had cameras, and she's also going to report us to our school, which is something she can actually do because we're wearing our uniform. Therefore, it's known as representing them. But we'll be fine. No, I don't think. Like, what's the worst we're going to get? Like, detention? Pff, oh well. Oh no, I'm so scared. Shiver my timbers. But yeah, it got a bit just wasn't. It's so dumb. Yeah, another thing that so when she said that she had cameras, actually one of my friends who lives at his neighbours with Tom. I knew her because she was in my year, so I went up to her saying that like because when Lexi was going past, the lady said, "Oh hi Lexi." So I thought they knew each other as like good friends or whatever. So I was thinking like, can we figure it out and crap and whatever. And then it turns out that actually Lexi had also had bad interactions with her. And she also said that the lady was bullshitting about all the cameras being around. Only cameras that are on they're at Tom's house, but they in the UK, it's illegal to have security cameras facing into someone's property or onto the road. You can only have cameras facing your property. So yeah. So then I went on my bike and had a look around because she lived in like a triangle. So imagine she lives, say, here, and then there was a road that kind of goes like that, and then it's like a triangle. So, and there's a bunch of houses going all the way around. I think that's actually a good representation of that. Yeah. So I had a look around and there was no obvious cameras, neither on her house or whatever. So now I was like, and then she asked me what I was doing. So of course I was riding my bike, going around in circles, looking for stuff. And I said, looking for the cameras that you don't have. So then I went back up to them. I kind of went away a bit before she started going, like, walking towards me, going like, go away. So yeah. Now she keeps talking to us, saying, and Abby was saying that we're being rude. Ruby and Abby were laughing at her a bit because it was absolutely hilarious. I was keeping my cool. But yeah, she said, like, oh, we're being rude, we're being disrespectful, we're not doing anything right. But it actually got to the point where I was actually talking to her, and midway through my sentence, she interrupted me. Like, she butted in front of me, or you know what I mean? Like, she talked over me when I was talking. So I stopped her talking and said, hang on a minute, you've just been telling Ruby and Abby to stop being rude, and you just gone and talked over me when I was talking. Rude. But yeah. So I think that kind of shut her up a bit, which is really funny. I think Tom's mum saw the situation, because I think Tom's sister saw us arguing with her and then went to Tom's mum and said, oh, they're having a massive argument out with them. Tom had gone in because he had to get ready for football. But yeah, Tom's mum kind of came out, calmed the situation about, and then we went to Tom's background and kind of talked to her about what we said and whatever. Actually, that you'll see on my part 2 week in the life. We're actually really, really good friends with Lexi now, because I knew her but I didn't, like, we weren't like good friends. I'm literally shivering right now, holy shit, like I'm cold. But yeah, it's gotten to the point where we still don't have the ball. I mean, you'll see what we do on you'll see what we do on Sunday in the week in the life. Don't do that at home. I also, I know a family watches and stuff. I wasn't doing any of that. I climbed on a wall a bit to have a look, but I didn't climb over any fences. There's a little teaser of what happens, but we didn't even climb over any fences. But oh, something's happening in the neighbour's garden. But yeah, we still don't have the ball. Like, it's being ridiculous. Like, we knocked on the house today, but I think she was in. I'm not gonna mention it. You'll see. Like, so when we knocked and we were looking in that, her light came on and it was like a switch light. It wasn't like an automatic. Her dog was also in barking all the time, and her car was home, but she wasn't answering the door when he knocked. So I don't really know what's going on there. But yeah, to this point at the moment, we don't have the ball. What I'll do is, like, I probably won't. There's nothing's gonna happen with it, but one day I'll mention us having the ball, or whatever. But yeah, that's basically been my situation with the Karen. So I guess there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Something a bit different, but finally not gonna lie, finally some excitement in my life talking about stuff like this, because I enjoy stuff like that, and not arguing with people, but like I enjoy like people like Karens and stuff. Absolutely just going off on one, and it's funny. It's the same as getting told off by a teacher, literally. But yeah, so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like to, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, to post notifications on. And yeah, guys, if you want to see stuff more like this is not usually what I post. I usually post biking stuff, vlogs. So if you like that stuff, just look at some past videos, see what I'm about. I recently did a week in the life part 1, and then after this video it's going to be week in the life part 2. Part 1 was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is actually what I was talking about today, was meant to be my day off, but of course everything happened at that time. And I just finished filming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because it's currently 10:30 on a Sunday night. Me out in the garden. Alexa, shed lights on. Is that gonna work? Lights on. There we go. Sorry about that, but yeah, we got the bike chair in there. But yeah, I mean, it's been a cracking day. Of course, that Thursday, we also went around hers. We didn't go around hers, but we were messing around with her today as well. But you didn't actually see her. But yeah, well, it's gonna end it here. All right, let's roll the intro. Bye.
Say that it feels right.